Hi, welcome to my channel. This is a new moon reading for October. We're ending Libra season and going into Scorpio season. So yay! Libra, I hope you've had a wonderful season. This video is for you because it's still Libra season. So, next week, you'll be going into the last reading of the bunch. So enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. We're going to do a new moon reading. So let's get into this. This is a new channel, so please support my channel, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if it resonates, most importantly. And if you have any feedback, help my channel grow, be a part of this community, share, spread the love. Spirit, what is it that Libra needs to hear this new moon? What is it that Libra needs to hear this new moon? What is it that Libra needs to hear this new moon? Okay. Okay. Well, we have Prudence on the bottom of the deck, which is an additional card in this deck, and it's actually the High Priestess in that mirror. And so Prudence is really about the mirrors and how we are reflecting ourselves and to each other, and how we see ourselves in each other. And so this is the overall energy, is the Prudence card. 22 might be an important number. We will clarify all of these cards as well. Okay, so let's get into this reading. What this new moon has in store for you, Libra, we have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is about burdens and carrying heavy loads. And so it would seem that this is indicating that you could be nearing the end of a cycle, this new moon, in the cycle, working towards the full moon. This could be something that you're, actually working on releasing, which would be more full moon energy. However, we don't live that attuned to the earth, most of us, unfortunately. But this is about carrying heavy loads. It could be about a need for help, to ask for help in the new moon. But we'll clarify this. In the position of what is your energy for this new moon, we have the 6 of Swords. This is air energy, Libra, and what the 6 of Swords is about moving forward. Again, there's an indication here of help needed, because if you look at the card, the card would be like, this is you. These swords are scars. It's baggage, trauma, whether it be children or divorce or just pain. And there's this person helping and guiding this person along the way. And they're headed towards calmer waters. You can see they're about to get stuck here, right? They're getting kind of pulled down. And there is a child in this card too, as well. So your energy is that you're moving to calmer waters. Like you're trying to get likely on the other side of whatever this is. What do you need to be open to? The Eight of Swords. And so during this new moon, it's important that you are open to the ways that your thinking and perception skew your reality. Going back to the idea of the mirror. So you need to be open to hearing that that's in your head. That's not the truth. That's not fact. You need to be open to recognizing that you are not a victim, that you are not, and I say that relatively, objectively, because some people are victims. But in this case that we're talking about, you are here and able to get out of this situation if you try. And so sometimes we get so wrapped up in our head that we forget that. That's a very normal, and I need to say no judgment here, you know, because these are normal feelings and behaviors and responses. Libra, something that wants to manifest this new moon is the Page of Swords. So someone or something wants to come in to help provide you support and guidance. This could be someone that's younger that just literally like takes your mind off things, right? This is a very curious, imaginative energy with the you know, the idea that this is a page. In the position of, in the last position of how can you focus on your desires and manifest them into reality, we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is about knowing that the end is near. Because remember, we have this Ten of Wands about what's in store for you, and this is the end. So currently, how to focus on manifesting is knowing that the end is near, that this has been a tough journey for you. You've worked and put a lot of energy into something here, mental energy, passion. So yeah, focusing on the end is near. This is also an indication to focus on the journey, right? Not just each specific wand, but the whole thing. So that's a good way for us to change our perspective sometimes, right? So let's clarify this. Spirit, why is the Prudence card here as the overall energy? Why is the Prudence card here? Please clarify Prudence. One more card to clarify Prudence for Libra. Okay. Prudence is clarified by the Strength card, the Three of Wands, and the Emperor. This is very solid energy with the Strength card and the Emperor. Really, the only thing that could make it more solid is the Chariot. So this is a very established energy that you have working towards something. I feel like this reading is about getting caught up in things, right? Almost like not seeing. Being so focused on certain aspects and like so close that you know, like not seeing the forest for the trees or the trees for the forest, or, you know, however that goes. But she doesn't see this here. And I see almost a stubbornness or inability, or let's say a desire to not move. Immovable would be the word. Stonewalling is what I'm getting. So, yeah, there's a lot of external energy. There's not a lot of within and reflection, self-reflection is what I'm getting with that. Okay, Spirit, in the position of what this new moon has in store for Libra, we have the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Ten of Wands here? One more card to clarify. Why is it 10 of Wands? Okay. All right, the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the World. So what this new moon has in store for you, there is an ending. I'm getting that there's someone else here that needs to be considered. This Ten of Wands, you're pushing forcefully forward towards an ending here. This could be a project. This could be some sort of relationship. I'm not necessarily getting that this is any romantic thing, but I am getting that there is someone else here that you're in partnership with, and or someone that you will be receiving help from or are receiving help from. So you could have a difficulty accepting help, some of you. So your energy this new moon is the Six of Swords. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? Why is the Six of Swords here? Spirit, one more card to clarify. Okay. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Ooh, we got 4 cards. The Nine of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles. Someone else is definitely here with you. You seem to be, again, moving towards calmer waters. There may, for some of you, there's a decision that needs to be made. You could be missing an opportunity because you're feeling potentially exhausted, burned out, over it kind of thing. You're working towards building self-fulfillment. And again, I'm getting that that's requiring help. I don't even know that this is a work situation as much as you asking for help from a friend or a family member or a professional. It's interesting, you know, the new moon is all about creating new things, and you're at the end of a creative process. And so, you know, you're still very much trying to manifest this fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Something could be weighing you down. In the position of what do you need to be open to this new moon, Libra, is the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here, Spirit? Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Please clarify the Eight of Swords, Spirit. Okay. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups. Oh, looky here. The Page of Swords. And the King of Swords. So all court cards. You need to be open to help. You need to be open to receiving. You're very closed off right now in regards to this situation. Detached from your emotions. Yet, you could be feeling very emotional. You know, this Page of Swords is here clarifying this Eight of Swords. It's also here in the position of what wants to manifest this new moon. And so there's almost a sense of you blocking your manifestations, which is what I meant by that Four of Cups, is we can miss opportunities when we're not in the right state of mind. I feel like there's protection around you. You may be someone in like advocacy or law, because the swords are all about speaking truth. And, you know, you are a Libra, so speaking truth and being very clear about your needs, wants, and desires. and you're, dare I say, choosing to not access or allow yourself access to the things that you need. Okay, let's clarify this Page of Swords, something that wants to manifest this new moon. Why is the Page of Swords here, Spirit? What's trying to manifest over here? What is the Page of Swords? Please clarify for Libra. Okay. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Moon, the Eight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, the Eight of Swords is here clarifying the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is clarifying the Eight of Swords in the center position. What's manifesting here, though, that this is hidden by the Moon. This is being hidden. You're like braving it, like braving, weathering the storm. And your luck wants to change. And it's important that you be curious and open to new perspectives and ways of thinking, because you're going to stay in this, or else you're going to stay in this kind of victimhood, and like you're trapped when you're really not. Again, this person too can also get out of this situation. They're not trapped. They're super tired and feel like giving up, for sure. But they've still got fight in them. The Page of Swords does not give up. So it's important to, focus on signs and symbols and, thinking patterns that do not serve you, right? That you're conditioned and trained and wired to do. And it's literally rewriting our brains, like this is a lot of work. But things like affirmations absolutely help. So that may be something that you work on, is like, of course, going back to this mirror, the Prudence card. Things are changing. Your luck's about to change. It's going to take a turn. The weather will, like the clouds will clear. When you shift, that's when things are going to change. Spirit, why is the Nine of Wands here? Number 9 of Wands is in the position of, how can Libra focus their desires into reality? So how can you manifest? Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? Please clarify. One more card to clarify. Okay. The Seven of Cups wanted me to see it. You may have options coming up after this is complete. Okay, so how can you manifest your desires into reality? The Nine of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Hanged One All about changing your perception. All about letting go of the past, being suspended, where you have to think of new ways of being, doing, knowing that the end is near. This is certainly tied to family or childhood. This could be part of, the burdens. It may not be work burdens and chore burdens and people burdens. It might be mental burdens that we're talking about here. So that's from the past. That's going back. And you've got one more to the completion of this cycle. So, you're moving forward here. You're moving forward, and they're trying to get you before you get over to that calm water. And this is the thing, is you got to open your eyes to that. You got to open your eyes, open your heart, be curious, and don't give up. Keep going. Keep going, Libra. Hopefully that resonates. Let's get some advice, and then we'll do an oracle. I feel like there's been plenty of advice, but what is the message for Libra? What else? What other message do we need for Libra? What other message do we need for Libra? What is the advice, Spirit? Okay, the advice. Ooh, that's too many cards. Hang on, y'all. What is the advice for Libra, Spirit? What is the advice? What is the advice for Libra? Okay. The advice is the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Judgment card. The advice, Libra, is your ships are going to come in. No, the end is near. It's time for you to start gathering your resources or needs for the next steps in your journey once this Ten of Wands is out. What is next? How are you going to change this, right? How are you going to release this burden? But something's going to come in quickly, and there's going to be, it's important to look at your judgments and how that impacts your thinking, whether they be judgments on yourself or judgments on other people. So going back to this prudence, look in the mirror. Remember, we are reflections of each other. And we reflect on our stuff on other people. And so this new moon is asking you to reawaken yourself by changing this thought pattern or behavior or situation that is burdening. If we don't, I used to think, one day I'll be older and everything will be better. And it's like, things, especially like family, like it doesn't get better, y'all. It usually gets worse. And so the things that we don't process, if we don't work on the things that we didn't learn or that we struggle with, if we don't work on that, then I just lost my train of thought. Something just like came straight in like a freaking football and took my attention away. If we don't work on the things that we need to work on, if we don't deal with mental illness like depression or anxiety or stress when we're younger, again, it's going to get worse. Mental illness does not get better. It gets worse unless you work on it. And so remember that, especially you young folks out there. Take care of you. And I hope, Libra, that you have a lovely new moon. Let me know if this resonates. Please support my channel, like and subscribe. Share this message with someone that might need it. Peace and blessings, y'all.